Hey everybody, this is Rycard here again, and today I'm bringing you kind of news to maybe some of you, but not to a lot of you that are kind of following what's going on. But if you go on Smokin's page today, they actually, as of July 2nd, they have this little article right here saying Smokin is moving to a new simulator. And this is a new simulator, kind of like Pokemon Online, but I would say that it's a bit more visually impressive than Pokemon Online is, and it's pretty cool. So I figured I would take you through kind of a tutorial of how to use this new simulator. It's just the beta, but Pokemon Showdown is probably something that I could say may be the future of online Pokemon simulation battling. And it's really cool. There's no download required. It's literally just a website, and you basically just sign on as you would with any other simulator, and you just start making teams. And it's the best thing about it is that it's updated with black and white 2 changes. So if all of you who don't have like a ROM or something like that, like me, that can't play the game because obviously it's only out in Japan now, you can still enjoy the fun of playing with the changes before it actually is released in America, which is awesome. So we could give it a click here to try it, or if you want, you can just Google Pokemon Showdown and you'll be able to play it there. So if you click it over here, it takes you to that website, and then all you really need to do is click Play Online. I'm not sure what the install thing is right now. I don't really see a need to do that just because you can just play it right here. So obviously, it has my name up there, and first of all, the thing that a lot of people have been saying is really great about it right now is that the chat is very much improved as opposed to Pokemon Online, where it's kind of slow and laggy. But this actually updates really quickly. Like, I can say, "Oh hi," and it'll show up right there, and that's actually where it happened, as opposed to where if you did it on Pokemon Online, it might take a couple seconds for it to actually load and things like that. So that's really cool. Obviously, right here you have all the users that are on. So if you want to look for someone, you can do that. I think I'm at the bottom right there. Yeah, see. And then the cool thing is that you can watch battles, and I'll get more into that in a second because I'm not actually going to do a battle for you all. I'm just going to kind of click one of these, and we'll see what happens. But it's kind of very similar as you're used to. The lobby here, you can select the tier that you want. They also have hackmons, which I believe is you can just do whatever the heck you want to and put whatever moves on whatever thing, and that would actually be really cool to do one day. But you basically just select your tier, then look for battle. As for the team builder, I obviously haven't done anything yet. I actually run a boot camp with my Mac, so I actually made a team on the Windows side, but the teams don't actually save to your ID if like you keep signing in by the same name. It saves to your cookies. So if you want to, or if you have like a house where you're using multiple computers or something like that, you want to keep the same computer whenever you're using this so that you have all your teams and everything. So the cool thing is that I've never actually tried this yet, but you can import from PO. I'm not exactly sure how you do that. Actually, maybe I'm not aware of how to do that right now. Um, we'll figure that out in a second. But if you want to go to team list, you basically just click new team. And format, it doesn't really matter. Oh, you can pick the tier, I guess. That's really cool. Oh, if you select none, it gives you every Pokemon and gives you it by tier. But say you want to do NU, and you do add Pokemon, it oh no, it does it regardless. Okay, so it'll give you all the Pokemon alphabetically by their tier, which is kind of how Smogon does it. So that's actually really familiar. On release, you have the Uber, you have Borderline, UU, Borderline 2, RU, and then NU. I don't think PU is on here. But another really cool thing about this is I don't know if any of you know about the Create a Pokemon project that Smogon does, but they also Lil Cup, but they also have those Pokemon here, so you can actually play with them. I wasn't aware of how to do it before, but yeah, they have like all these really cool Pokemon that were created, and the designs are all made by people that play the game. But say we want to just let's pick a random Pokemon to do this with. Let's do Amoonguss, because Amoonguss' new Dream World ability is released. So what it basically does is it gives you this little page right here in front of you, You can nickname them up here. You can obviously select the Pokemon there, and you can select the item. And the cool thing about it is that it has a feature where as soon as you start typing it in, it'll give you all the things with those letters in there. So if I want to do black sludge, I can get that. It gives black belt, black glasses, whatever. So we'll do that. The ability, I'm not sure if it doesn't really say released or unreleased on it, so I guess you're gonna have to figure that out if you don't know what is released and what is unreleased right now. But you know, Regenerator is released, so we'll go with that. And it basically walks you through it by itself. So as soon as you click the ability, it moves on to the moves. And one interesting thing about the moves is that it has a viable moves category, usable moves, and then moves. One thing that I really like about it is that obviously, you know, it lists probably the best moves that you're going to be using with the Pokemon. But the annoying thing is it doesn't just list the moves all together. So if you go here to where it just says moves, you won't find things like Spore here because they're listed up here. So if you want to just kind of make sets from scratch, you're going to have to kind of search around all three of these categories to find what you're looking for, which is a little bit frustrating, but obviously they have, you know, because it's Smogon, they have an idea of what you should be using, or what they think you should be using, so that's kind of generally going to be over here anyway. But one set that I've been running with Amoonguss, because I like it a lot, is like Substitute with Spore, and Giga Drain and Power Fire. But as you type in moves, it's really cool because it doesn't, it autofills for this too. So when you type in hidden, it gives you every single hidden power. And say if you were to type in like fire something, it gives you all the moves that have fire in the title. Sorry about that, my alarm is going off. And basically, it says obviously they're illegal for Amoonguss. So we're not obviously going to be using that, but we are going to use Giga Drain or something like that. But once you do that, it goes right to the EVs page, and you can obviously, you know, like, what is it? Say you want to do like max hit points and max attack or something like that. And then it does that. It says you have 4 remaining, so you put them somewhere else. The thing about the IVs and when you select hidden powers is that unlike on PO where you can select multiple hidden powers, it just auto-fills the IVs for you. So you actually, if you want to use a different IV spread for the hidden power, because you don't want a certain stat to be lowered, you're going to have to actually look that up yourself. And I'm just going to check really quick, because if we do ice, I'm wondering if it does the one... Okay, it does the one where you do have your speed and your special attack. Okay, so maybe it selects the best one, actually. So that's actually really cool. But obviously here you have your nature, so you can change that too. And what's really great about that is that it gives a... sorry, the volume's going to be really loud in a second, I'm sure. It gives you what is what, so Rash plus special attack minus special defense. And that's really helpful because on PO you didn't have that, you just kind of had to click it until you got the one you wanted, or if you memorized it by now, you know, you just know it, and obviously, you know, Modest would be the special attack one. And I actually think that Specs Amoonguss will become a thing now because of Regenerator, so I'm going to try that out eventually. I'm not sure if that is what a lot of people might be thinking, but I'm definitely thinking that would be awesome. But, okay. So now that we have like a Pokemon made or whatever, you would just click to the entire team. You can name your team like Video for Showdown, and that would be my team name. If you save it, it'll save right here as Video for Showdown. And obviously when you delete something, which is really cool, I can show you this right now, it actually says undo delete in case you accidentally clicked it, which is really nice. And since I selected the tier before, it's going to show NU over here so that I know that that's an NU team. So now to the ladder. The ladder itself, it just tells you who's on top and who's on bottom right now. It's nothing like where you can challenge and things like that. But it doesn't give any more than the top 100, so if you don't, or if you aren't up there, you are not going to be seen. But going back to the lobby, since I'm not actually going to get into a battle right now, since I don't have a team made, say we want to click a UU battle, so this one right here. So what's really cool is that, as you can see right now, first of all, music plays. That's a nice feature, but I'm going to turn that off for right now. And then what it does is it shows you this little screen, which is a really cool way to look at your team preview, a lot more different than usual, obviously. And the backgrounds are also cool, and then you have animations, which is new because that wasn't in Pokemon Online, but it was in like the replay viewer that I would do to record all my replays and stuff like that before. So that's really cool and something that I definitely think is an awesome feature of this. Someone's using a dual screening as Zelf. That's interesting. But anyway, once you once a battle finishes, the thing about it is that it saves over here where it says your rooms. So if you keep, I actually haven't tested this yet. It might not be true, but if you keep playing, your rooms will open or will like stack on the side, possibly, or it will just be your last battle. I'm not actually sure. Actually, maybe if I go to lobby and I click this, oh, it does. Okay, so yeah, you can look at like multiple things at the same time, which is really cool. So and once the battle finishes, you can do an instant replay type thing. So if you want, you can record that with like a screen recorder, which I now can do without the use of a website. And you can obviously save the battle log to go along, or actually you can have the battle log on screen to go along with it, which is nice. What was I gonna say? Oh, there is no way to save battle logs as far as I know, as like the way you did before, where it automatically saved into like this little folder right here. So what was I going to say? I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this simulator. It's really cool, and it's only the beta, so obviously when the real thing comes out, it's going to be really awesome. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be obviously where I'm going to do a lot of my battles until I figure out how to do the whole thing with the DS. Actually, I know exactly where to look for it, but I just haven't gotten around to buying all those things. But anyways, that's it for this video, this little video tutorial on Pokemon Showdown. I hope you all give it a shot. It's really great, and I hope to see you on there someday. So as always, take care and goodbye.